All right, what's up, guys? Mark Augustine here, and in this video, we're going to talk about a couple of things. We're going to talk about MC011. We're going to talk about eBay dropshipping in 2025, and we'll talk briefly about why I haven't been recording videos for what seems to be forever. So on the channel, we have Marty. Marty, you want to introduce yourself really quickly?
Yeah, hi guys. I'm Marty, and I've been dropshipping on eBay for quite a while. Started back in 2013, had a very good run up until 2018. I did $1 million revenue years on just a single account from dropshipping. And then I stopped in 2018 after eBay put a hammer on drop shippers. So I fell back on my cushiony 9 to 5 job until December 2023 is when I came back into it after doing some more research on how to properly do it again. So yeah, I've been at it for a little over a year now, and now I specialize. My focus mainly is on resolving the MC011 restrictions.
Okay, okay. And if you guys watching this want to come and check out the group that we have, you could join the Grind Camp group. I'll put a link in the description. You could join. This is where we just talk basically about eBay dropshipping, and we talk about anything making money online. And we also put a link to um Marty's Telegram and his Fiverr link and so on. But Marty, you want to talk about briefly about what MC011 is?
Yeah. So MC011, you need to understand that it is not a permanent suspension. It is just a temporary restriction. eBay basically does not know your model, right? So they want to get to know you better. Their whole goal is to make money for themselves, right? And so they want to make sure that you are properly bringing that money for them. So when your customer service goes down for whatever reason, your metrics are down, you're not fulfilling your orders properly, or maybe there's a big spike in the sales. eBay freaks out. eBay doesn't know what's going on, so they want to get to know you better. They want to know where you're sourcing your merchandise from. They want to see your ID, your all your documents to prove that you are in fact you and you are sourcing your products legitimately. So that's a brief overview of what the MC011 is.
Right, and why this is important as well. A lot of you guys who would join Ecom Sniper, who would start eBay dropshipping soon, is important that you don't freak out. You're not worried about getting suspended prematurely. You're not worried about starting a business that cannot continuously pay your bills. And this is one of the reasons why I have Marty on the channel. So Marty, do you want to talk a little briefly about the actual case that happened recently? I don't know if you want to share your
Mhm,
screen or go into what happened, because you said
mhm,
you had a case recently that you
mhm,
were able to I mean you've gotten a lot of accounts
mhm,
reinstated, but we
mhm.
mentioned before the call you had a case recently that was a bit interesting.
Yeah, so one of the things that I tell people is try not to contact eBay at all when you conduct your business. Like your whole idea is if you're gonna do retail drop shipping, is to, try and fly under the radar, right? So you want to have a perfect customer service. You want to fulfill your orders on time, and you want to basically make your customers happy. That's the whole goal. And sometimes customers will get pissed off when they see an Amazon box on their doorstep, and they're gonna leave you negative feedback, and they'll say that Amazon word on it, right? They'll send you a whole bunch of nasty emails saying, just all sorts of bad words about your type of business that you conduct. So there's a way to go around it. The last thing you want to do is contact eBay and say, "Hey, this guy." left me a negative feedback, and there's a word Amazon on it, which according to eBay's policies, there actually buyers cannot say a word Amazon or any other retailers on it. And so one of my clients decided to contact eBay and say, hey, this guy is nuts. I never used eBay. I actually used an Amazon box to ship my product because eBay was asking them like, "Hey, I see this guy talking about Amazon. Did you actually ship the item from Amazon?" He says, "No, I just used Amazon box." So they said, "Okay, that's fine." And then thing he knows, he's got an MC011. Like everything else was
Huh.
perfectly fine. The customer service was fine. So that's why I oppose contacting. I don't think it's a good idea to contact eBay when you're dealing with this type of situation. You got to make your customer happy. To give him a refund, throw him some 20% discount, something, whatever it is, to make him happy and remove that negative feedback. So we needed to deal with this, right? I had to go out and find a wholesale distributor for his top categories, and then I needed to manually prepare all the invoices for that distributor, write up an authorization letter, and we sent all this into the eBay. There was a little bit of back and forth between us, where we they asked to they said basically that items on those invoices did not match the active listings. Like there is no, they couldn't find it. But they actually did. We literally sent them IDs of the active listing items in that email, matching every single invoice, and they still said no, they don't match. So my customer ended up calling them several times, saying that he's totally perplexed. Like it doesn't make the email doesn't make any sense. And so the guy, the trust and safety department, agreed with them. He said yes, no, agreed with the customer, right?
Okay, okay,
The
okay, okay.
Yeah, and said yeah, he couldn't also understand what's the reasoning behind that email. So he ended up talking to his manager, and the manager, they all prepared the response back to this backhand team, because the MC011 is like a separate backhand team from the trust and safety.
Right. The
There's a
safety.
trust and safety, which is the first line of defense that the people that us, the sellers, talk to, and then there's a MC011 backend team.
Right.
But so after several phone calls and back and forth, we were able to finally successfully appeal the restriction.
Okay, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah. So the whole moral of the story is, if you get a negative feedback that says Amazon in it, don't call eBay. You know, don't call eBay. Just deal with the customer, make them happy, refund the order, give them a discount, and make them revise that feedback.
Okay, and what advice would you give people who are just starting out doing eBay drop shipping? Because
Hmm.
a lot of people would say, does it make sense starting eBay drop shipping if you could expect to get MC011? What
Hmm.
I mean, I don't want to give my perception of it. I have my own perception, but what percentage
Hmm.
of new drop shippers do you think get the MC011 restriction?
Yeah, it's a good question. I'm gonna say I'm probably gonna say about 1/3 of them are gonna get MC011, if not more.
Yeah,
I think if they're not following a couple of things. So first of all, there's really two things to it. First, I'm gonna say number one is a proper customer service.
right, right.
Always make your do not ever involve any emotions in this business. eBay generally, what I noticed is a little bit older generation is on of buyers is on
And
eBay.
I think it's
Oh,
interesting that you say that about the emotion because we have this user Carlos in Ecom Sniper. When
hmm
it comes to customer service, he freaks out all the time.
yeah, yeah.
Any little bit of customer service, he gets very
hmm
emotional.
Yeah, yeah, that's not the way to do it. If you're emotional, just use Chat GPT,
Right.
right, in your responses. And Chat GPT is never going to get emotional. So, make your customer happy, respond in professional manner. Don't get your emotions take place because you're going to get nasty emails. Like I noticed that eBay is more for older generation of people who are just can get really nasty with
Yeah,
they
the
want
eBay customer
freebies,
could
they
be very
want
nasty compared to the Amazon
yes,
customer. The eBay customer
yes.
could be very like,
Right. Like
yeah,
on Amazon, if you sell on Amazon, the Amazon really limited the interaction between customer and the seller.
right, right.
There's really almost none. Whereas on eBay, it's out there, right? So you need to pay attention to customer service, make your customers happy, give them discounts, find alternative items. If items go out of stock or are overpriced, find an alternative that's going to make them happy, right? And
Guys,
fix
guys who are
problems.
watching this, take these notes. If you're watching this video, take these notes because these are actually very good pointers if you just
hmm
start out drop shipping on eBay. Because this is a lot of people will just listen to what you say in Marty and just let it go over their
hmm
head. But these are
hmm
things that are very important to maintain a solid eBay account.
Yeah. Yeah. And that, if you need to cancel items, don't ever cancel them selecting out of stock as a reason, because that's going to ding your metrics. Your metrics are going to go down. You're going to fall below standard eventually if you keep doing it. So always, if you have to, if it's just a last resort that you have to do, ask buyer if that's what they want to do and
Right.
get that confirmation of the cancellation from the buyer. If you have any cases for items not received or items not described, never let eBay step in. So take care of those cases right away. Work on having the buyers return the items. If it's something very little, very small, maybe just give them a refund. Make them
Right.
happy and get that money back from Amazon. It's not that big of a deal. So get everything in order, and then second thing, I would say have a good, solid software lister for your items. Sammy's software, Ecom Sniper, is amazing. It uses artificial intelligence a lot in there. It lessens the chance of vero hits, of lawsuits from companies for misuse of their items. And basically, it makes the whole process very efficient with listing items in bulk or sniping the items. So those two things, customer service and proper software is the way to do it.
Okay, well, thanks, Marty, and I will cut this video short today because this is the first video that we're doing after a long time. And I want to thank you for your time. So, guys, if you have any questions about MC011, I'll put a link directly to Marty in the description so you can reach out to him directly. If you want to join the community of people that talk about dropshipping on eBay, talk about MC011, talk about making money online, I'll put a link to the Grind Camp Telegram. So like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment with any questions. Marty and I will look out for your questions and have a good one, guys.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.